Hi, Julia.
Hi.
What's going on?
I just wanted to talk to you because I just haven't been feeling very good lately. I'm experiencing a lot of anxiety. My hands are getting all sweaty and my heart beats too fast and my face gets all red and I just feel like I can't think properly or say the things that I want to say and that I know.
Oh,
So,
okay. And you're finding that are you finding that this is something that's happening all the time, or is this something that you're finding is happening more in the clinical setting?
clinical definitely makes it worse because I'm holding myself to a high standard, and I want to put across that I do know these things and that I am
Mm-hmm.
capable, and I want to show you that. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my anxiety is getting in the way of that.
Oh, well, for sure it would, yeah. So, to be honest with you, I have noticed that you seem to be not able to articulate kind of what you're wanting to say. But for me, as an instructor, it's hard to know if it's because you don't know it or you are having that sort of trouble articulating it. So, first off, I'm glad you came to talk to me because when I'm evaluating, I don't know necessarily which one it is. So, I guess my my question to you would be, what have you tried to do to deal with that anxiety that you're having?
I've been using breathing
Mm-hmm.
exercises and I've seen doctors
Mm-hmm.
see if I can get some medication treatment for that.
Mm-hmm.
But it just comes down to when I'm put into those situations that are already stress causing that it
Mm-hmm.
just goes out of control and
Crazy.
I can't seem to get myself under control
Mm-hmm.
in a quick situation like that.
Okay. So, um, what do you have some ideas about what could help in clinical with that? Like, I mean, I have some ideas, but I want to know what you think would work.
Well, I think I'm happy I came to talk to you about this today
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like just having you know what I'm going through and be aware of that,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
maybe you can then try to help encourage me
Oh,
and
okay. Mm-hmm.
recognize, maybe help me to recognize when I'm getting anxious and I'm getting worked
Okay.
up before it gets to the point where
Mm-hmm.
I'm so worked up that I can't think or do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I think just being encouraging and patient
Mm-hmm.
and giving me the time to speak without feeling rushed, which would make me more anxious and be less able to
Mm-hmm.
articulate myself.
Okay. I think that's definitely something I can do, and I'd be happy to do. So maybe what we can do is come to some kind of an agreement that that you can in some way just let me know, I just need a minute, or some kind of cue that you're starting to kind of get ramped up and anxious, and then I'll know that what I can do in response to that is to encourage you and let you know what I feel, which is that you have the ability to do this, and that I'm here to help. Like, I'm here to facilitate. That's what I am, a facilitator, to facilitate you reaching your goals. And then maybe we could kind of have like a little signal between the two of us. That would that work?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Like a code word or
Yeah. Okay.
anything.
What would make sense to you?
Oh, I could just say I need a second
Yep.
and
Mhm.
maybe be able to step out
Mhm.
for a little while
Mhm.
so till I can get myself calmed down a bit too.
Mhm. When I was a student, I remember one of my instructors just saying, if you need a minute, you just say that you need to go to the washroom, and go to the washroom and take your deep breath. And that's a place where you can go and be by yourself for a minute and take a deep breath. So maybe that's another option.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's
Okay.
great.
The other thing I wanted to ask you about was, like are you finding like the research and the things that you're doing the night before, is that impacting your ability to sleep?
Yeah, absolutely. There's
Yeah.
there's been nights where I haven't slept 1 minute the whole night
Oh,
before clinical.
yeah.
So that's something that can't really be avoided as far as doing the research goes. And I'd say it's more so the anticipatory anxiety of
Oh, okay.
having clinical the next day
Mm-hmm.
that really keeps me up with anxiety. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something I need to continue working on too, is managing my anxiety. It's not something that you can do for me, unfortunately.
No,
But
no.
yeah.
If I could, I would, but no. And the good thing about anxiety as well, and it is certainly something that you don't want to be so high that you can't think. But the other thing about anxiety is that it is also something that peaks your performance. So if you can kind of get it to the point where that it's improving your performance and keeping you at your best, that would be a nice balance. And
Yeah.
sometimes just knowing that you don't have to get rid of the whole thing, but just get it to a manageable level, which I've definitely seen that you can do. So maybe it's just finding some strategies to make sure that you can get it to that level more often than not. Does
Yeah.
that sound fair enough?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it
Okay.
definitely can be a driving force that enables me to complete my
Yeah.
tasks. And
Yeah.
but I think if we can keep working and finding out strategies that work to help me, then that would be great.
Okay, and then if you find that you get to the point though where it's a problem again, like will you promise that you'll come and talk to me about it before it gets too bad? And then we can brainstorm, some other things. We've got other resources.
Yeah,
Is that fair enough?
absolutely. I would
Okay.
really like that. Thank you for
Okay.
being here for me and being supportive.
Oh, well, I'm happy to, and I'm looking forward to having a plan in place. I like to have a plan. So,
Yeah,
okay,
plans are
thanks,
good.
Julia.